Hi everyone, I'm Renee and welcome to my channel. Today I'll show you how I used one of my new Russian tips to make this easy rosebud cupcake. I'm starting with a rough layer of buttercream across the top of the cupcake. This will give the flour something to stick to and make sure there's no cake poking through. Just a thin coating is fine because the flowers will add a lot of buttercream. To create the two-toned effect, I'm using plastic wrap to create an icing plug. If you want to, you can stripe the plastic wrap with darker food coloring. This is a red gel color. And then you layer on your buttercream on top of that. This color will be the outer petals of the flower. Just spread that out into a roughly even layer of icing. Then add your darker color down the center. Now use the plastic wrap to pull the lighter color around the darker color. Then just twist off the ends. I've seen these Russian piping tips all over the internet lately, and I finally caved and bought a set. I'll have a link below to the set that I purchased. Today we'll be using this rose shape. It's one out of 6 or 7 from the set I bought. And they come on all these different shapes to make different shaped flowers. To use the icing plug, just cut off one of the twisted ends and place that down inside the piping bag fitted with a tip. Then just squeeze out a little icing to make sure you're getting both colors. Here's our cupcake, and starting around the center, I'm just first adding 3 of these flowers. It takes a little bit of practice to use these tips. Each one needs a different kind of pressure and you can build them up to different heights. So this rosebud one that I'm using here tends to not work too well if you try to make them too tall. I should mention that I'm using an American style buttercream here. I wanted to be nice and stiff so I could give the tips a real good try, and I wasn't sure if my Swiss meringue buttercream might be too soft. I'll have to experiment with that in the future. The nice thing about these individual petals, if they fall, you can just take them off, and there are so many that they don't really affect the look of the overall cupcake. And that's it, pretty quick to get all those flowers on there. Next, I'll finish it off with a leaf tip and just adding random leaves in some little gaps that I see here and there. No real rhyme or reason to it. I'm using an avocado green because I like the more muted color with the dusty rose pink that I chose for the flowers. You couldn't see the red striping that we did coming through yet with that first cupcake. So here's an example of what it looks like with the red striping. It's up to you what you prefer. I kind of think I like it without it more, but this is just something different and gives the flowers a little bit more interest. While I don't do a lot of buttercream flowers, these tips were a lot of fun to play with and really easy to make a simple yet pretty and different looking cupcake. I can't wait to experiment more and get some more practice with my tips. Have you seen these on the internet? Have you ordered them and tried them out yourself? Leave me a comment below and let me know your thoughts on these trendy Russian piping tips. They certainly make for a very pretty cupcake. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss new videos.